Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Alex with the Card Guys here, and I'm here with Patrick Hoban. You just got back from ARG Raleigh, and what did you do at ARG Raleigh?
First place.
First place. How many wins is that now?
6.
6. Wow. All right. So what did you play?
I played the new Burning Abyss cards.
Okay. All right.
My build was kind of different from a lot of people's builds, I guess. I played the new rares, which I think a lot of people weren't playing, and I played like 3 of the tuners.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it then.
All right. I played 3 tour guides. This card's amazing. Like, if you just open this going first, you almost certainly win the game. 3 seers and 3 graphs. I think the main focus of the deck is just using these like as much as you can. I want to use them on my opponent's turn. I want to use them on my turn. I really don't use Scarm as much anymore. Like, I'll use Dante to detach. I'll go like Tour Guide, get Graph, where if I had maybe one of the other Burning Abyss in my hand and I was going to summon to make a second Dante, a lot of people go Scarm. I always go into Seer so that I can get back Graph, just because like that's more effects to use.
Okay.
And it's more like field presence, so definitely focus around those a lot more.
All right.
And then 3 Scarm. So like I said, I played 3 of the tuner.
Yeah, I guess this is what a lot of people wanted to know. Why you played 3 of this?
Yeah, well, I guess it all goes together. I played 3 of him, 2 of the back row bouncer, and 1 effect negator. And just playing a lot of these, it makes your opening hands a lot better. You have 18 cards and for 15 Burning Abyss, 3 tour guides, and then Foolish for a 19th card, where if you open any 2 of them, you have at least 1 Dante, and you might have more. So the chances of opening 2 of those 19 is like 85%. So if you play the extra monsters just to special summon, like they don't even have to do anything. Well, you could open like Seer and this, and then special both of these, and it's a it's a Dante. I mean, where before, if it's like a Mathematician, it's really slow. Where you're going Mathematician, since Scarm, add Tour Guide.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do as much in this. It also lets you play through back row a lot better, because you can just go special out, make an exceed, throw it into a back row, and then summon Tour Guide. Whereas before, you would be like summon Tour Guide, and if they like break through it or whatever, then you just have to end your turn.
Yeah.
Like, it just lets you do a lot more.
Yeah.
And the effect negator is cool. You can go make Acid Golem attack over something,
oh, wow.
and then next turn detach the effect negator, negate the Acid Golem, and then attack over something again, and the main phase 2 make Downer Magician.
Okay, all right.
So that's cool. Last monster I played was BLS.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, so how many monsters is that?
19.
19, all right. So, for the
For
spells.
the spells, I played Allure, Soul Charge. See, before, a lot of people didn't think this was very good in Burning Abyss, because the rank 3s didn't really do as much, but now you can make Virgil, so you can out-establish fields without a battle phase, and you can make Dantes to recycle the Fire Lakes, so you can almost create defense. So I think Soul Charge just gets a lot better when you can do both of those things.
Okay.
Whereas before, like, if you couldn't do it with a rank 3, then you can't really do it. I played 1 Astral Force. This card it's good in the mirror, and I know most people in top didn't play towers, but going into the event, like, there's no standard build. It was the first event,
yeah.
So there's no way to know what people are going to play. I think only 1 person even sided it, and no one mained it. So I wanted some kind of out, so I didn't just automatically scoop to the card.
Yeah.
And Astral Force gave me an out. I'll show it in the extra deck later.
Okay.
I also like that it's a trap you can essentially get from the graveyard.
Yeah, if you mill it, you can still get it back, correct?
Yep. 3 Upstart. And 3 MST. I think MST kind of sucks, to be honest.
Yeah, I know you said that before.
Yeah, but I feel like you have
to
to play it. Like, there's so many main deck floodgates. All the cool-off decks were playing skill drains, and every deck was playing vanities. So just because of all the floodgates, you just, I guess, have to play it. Foolish.
1 Foolish. All right.
For the traps, I played 3 Fire Lakes. This card's amazing.
You didn't find 3/2 cloggy, or?
No, honestly, because like you essentially always have Dante, and just being able to get this back off Dante is pretty insane, because when you go like Dante with maybe a Seer under it, and then like a Scarm on the field even, and then you tribute them both, you add a card back, special the Dante back, and then search for Scarm.
Yeah.
So like you're getting 3 cards and then killing 3 of their cards, and it's so easy to do, and then you can add it back. And what ended up being the way most of my games went was I would get to a point in the game where they would have a field, and then I would go Fire Lake away the field, and then I attributed it to Dante, so then I could add it back, and then next turn I could Fire Lake again to prevent them from making a field. And then so you just end up usually doing it twice, and by that point they're usually out of the game. They lost 6 cards.
So it's a card you always want to see.
Yeah, definitely. And this card's amazing against pull-offs. And then I played 3 Wing Blasts and 2 Karma Cuts. So I actually just don't think traps are very good in general, because I'd rather have a card in my hand that would let me advance my game state than having a trap card. But these cards are almost like engine cards in themselves, because they kind of advance your game state. It's kind of more like a Sinister Shadow games in this deck, where, like I said, I want to use Graph and Seer on their turn, not just my turn. So these let me do it on their turn too, and you just get further ahead in the game. Plus, like, I guess Phoenix Swing's better than a lot of traps, because you can draw it to an established field. Karma Cut just kind of sucks. It's a concession to Winda. I wish I could play Regeki Break, but Winda is just like a little bit much with the extra Burning Abyss that don't really do anything in your hand. So I feel like you just kind of have to play with Karma Cut. And then the last 3 traps I played were 3 Vanities.
Seems pretty standard.
Yep.
All right, so what do you want to do next? The side deck or the extra deck?
I thought you meant like...
No.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, I'd like to win California. Alright, for the extra deck, I played 3 Dantes. Before the new cards came out, I guess you could get away with 2 or whatever, but now I feel like you definitely need 3. There are times I even missed a 4th one.
That would be nice.
Yeah. 2 Virgils. You really don't summon a second one very much, because what it ends up happening is you'll summon one, they'll kill it, and then you just keep getting it back with Seer. And since you can't have 2 on the field at once, then the second one just doesn't come up very often. But I guess it comes up often enough to play a second. Like, it probably comes up every like 10 games or so. Pallades for the rank up. 2 Downards. Before the new cards came out, you would make this card all the time, and I would definitely have played 3 then, but with the new cards, you have extra Burning Abyss in your hand, so you kind of don't want monsters on the field that aren't Burning Abyss, so if you overlay for Downer, he just kind of stops you from advancing your game state at any 4. What's up, Dion? Zenmains. This card's pretty much only relevant against the cool-off deck, because what'll happen a lot is you'll summon them, attack into their monster, and then pop the scout, and then you can like set an MST for their second scout or something. So yeah, Shadowmere. He's a nuts Shadowmere as well. 1 Alucard, Acid Golem, Nightmare Shark, Giga Brilliant. It's only came up in the mirror really. Just because 25 is kind of the mark now, so you can go like, if you have like 2 Dantes and they have like 2 Dantes, you could just summon a Giga Brilliant and make your Dantes 28 and get over theirs.
True.
And then the last 2 cards I played, well, I actually don't know their names, but the point is he's like a worse Engineer, and you rank up into him, and his only purpose is 4,000. Like, he doesn't really, whatever, his effect never comes up. But since he's 4,000, he's an out to towers, so you can just attack over it.
Okay, so this is what you were talking about ranking up into earlier. Okay. All right.
The what?
Alright, so side deck?
Yeah, then the side deck. I kind of went hard against Shaddolls. I played lots of tribute monsters.
I see that.
Yeah. Just to, I mean, just they're a big deck, floodgate them, and then you'll win. This is so that you could like tribute construct and then summon one of these. Because if they have a construct on the field and then you're distributing for one of these, it's not going to out the construct. They're just going to attack over it. So you need to be able to out that as well.
Okay.
So yeah, these were all good. I especially like Majesty's Fiend because like a lot of people don't like Majesty's Fiend as much because they say things like El Shaddai Fusion is an out to it, which is true. You can just like fusion and attack over it. But usually if you have these on the field, they can't really send from deck for regular Shaddai Fusion, and for El Shaddai Fusion they always have to send from their hand, so they have to send 2 cards from their hand to make a monster. They can't get the effect and then attack over it, so they use like a lot of cards to out one card. And I actually think Majesty's Fiend ends up probably being the better of the two.
Now this is a lot of cards to side in. Generally, what would you side out for these?
I side out lakes. I don't think lake is very good against Shaddolls actually, so I just take out all the lakes. I take out rank up, and I take out like the extra Burning Abyss aren't as good because if they have a wind on the field, then I can't special.
Yeah.
Like multiples in the Migdante. So I ended up taking some of those out. And is that enough?
We see you played 3 of the extras and then the rank up, and was that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Just making sure there's nothing I'm missing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. And then I decided 2 puppet plants for the mirror match. You can just take Dante.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. And then bottomless, this is just for quill-offs.
Yeah.
And 3 fairy winds.
I wonder what that's for.
Yeah. I don't know, I almost wish that this was just Dust Tornado instead. And I feel like Dust Tornado kind of does it better in a lot of scenarios because they'll have the equip card. Mm-hmm. And then they'll activate Scout's effect, and then if you play this, you kill the equip card as well, and then they can just search another Scout.
True.
So I actually just feel like Dust would be kind of better than this.
Oh, you got this one. You win this one.
Alright, yeah,
that's pretty much it, huh?
Yep.
Is there anything you would change about anything in the deck, or?
Well, I would definitely change things going forward because now, like, I would expect this deck to be a part of the meta, whereas before, if I was playing against Burning Abyss, I would still be expecting to play against stuff like Mathematician. So going forward, I would definitely change it. For this past tournament, I think it's pretty good.
Okay. All right, and what's your next event coming up?
Anaheim.
Anaheim?
Yeah, it's in 2 weeks, I think.
All right.
Actually, I have to miss Seattle this weekend. It's going to be the first one I've missed in forever. I'm not excited for that.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
we'll go.
I think you got your work cut out for you for the YCS Anaheim, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
And
Shout
we
out
look forward
ARG.
to absolutely, and we look forward to seeing you in the future.